What's up, growth hackers? I wanted to hop on and shoot a video to talk about doing long-term follow-up and what that looks like when you're following up with people who are not ready to do a real estate transaction right now. So that's what we're going to talk about in this video. My name is Zach Hammer with Real Estate Growth Hackers. And yeah, so essentially the idea here is that real estate agents often, have a lot of information that they could follow up with people on if they're in the market for a transaction. You could talk to them about how you can help them, buy a home for less money, how you can help them maybe with down payment assistance or what it takes to qualify for, for a loan. You could tell them how you can sell their home for the most money, and really get them, to the finish line of selling their home with the, in the quickest amount of time for the most money with the least amount of hassles, right? But unfortunately, you're going to encounter a whole massive segment of the market, people that you interact with, people that you have the opportunity to build a relationship with, who that type of content is never going to work really well for. And here's why. If they're not in the market for a transaction, they're not going to take the time to sit and consume your information about how to do a transaction effectively because they don't care right now, right? So the question is, how do you do this kind of follow-up successfully? So what I like to do when it comes to long-term follow-up like this is I like to, advise my clients to put out information that is laterally relevant. So it's still in the same world, but it's relevant no matter whether somebody's looking to buy or sell right now. So here's the type of information that works well. You have like lifestyle information, and I would categorize that as information that's just going to appeal to pretty much everybody. So things like, DIY tips or style tips, or maybe seasonal information, things like, preparing for winter, preparing for summer. Maybe it's things like how to create a cool backyard environment coming into the warmer months, or maybe it's about ways to make your house feel more cozy and inviting in the winter. Whatever it is, but it's stuff that is just generally going to be appealing, no matter whether somebody's in the market for a transaction right now or not. The other thing that actually works really well, and this to me is even better, is doing locally focused information. So that's going to be things like featuring restaurants, businesses, people doing events, just things that you love about your local community. Because part of what this shows is it shows that not only, it shows that you're a local market expert. And that's what most people are looking for, especially when it comes to selling their home, is they're looking for somebody who really knows the area, so that they feel like they could get the right type of help that they're looking to get. And so one of the ways that I love doing this type of content is to actually do a weekly show where you're bringing on, one guest at a time from a local business or a local restaurant. Maybe it's a new restaurant. Maybe it's some business doing something cool for the community. Maybe it's somebody doing an event that everybody would enjoy in the community. And then you bring them on and you essentially talk about what they're up to. You talk about what their business is like, what's unique about them in the market, and then how they relate to the community and what type of people would love working with them, or love going to the event, or, those types of things. And by doing this, there's just so many benefits. So it gives you that content that you could follow up with people week after week after week. Even the people who are in the market for a transaction would still enjoy that kind of information. But it makes it so that you're top of mind, you're front and center. And luckily, because of the way that things are situated right now, doing a show like this as a video and then turning it into a podcast actually really effectively leverages the technology that's available right now. Facebook, YouTube, IGTV, all of these platforms are really gearing up toward video. And then podcasting is a slightly different platform that allows you to deeply connect with your audience, even if less people are consuming the content on podcasting, but the people who do consume content on podcasting are consuming more of it. So you kind of make you make up the gains there. But yeah, so putting together a show like that is a great way to have that content, to do that long-term follow-up. So when it comes time for them to do a real estate transaction, they think of you. So right now we're actually working on a service at Real Estate Growth Hackers where we're helping people do exactly that. We want to make that process easy for you. So we go ahead and we take care of booking the guests. We set up all the websites. to help you create a locally focused show that helps you become a local celebrity. We help you spitball the content. We help you to put together the list of people that you want to get on the show, and then we get them on for you. And then we also leverage just this massive distribution plan where we get the show on Facebook, YouTube, IGTV, LinkedIn, a podcast. We get written articles transcribed from it. We turn it into micro content that makes it spread far and wide more naturally. If that sounds like something that you'd be interested in getting help with, I'd love to talk to you, either in the description of this video, or if I send it, if you got this via email, then it might be in the email itself. There's probably a link where you could either get more information or get on my calendar. Now keep in mind, this service is in the range of $1,000 to $2,500 a month, so it's not for everybody. I completely understand that, but if that price range doesn't scare you so much that you don't want to learn more or whatever, if that is a doable price range for you, then I'd encourage you to reach out. I'd love to talk to you, answer any of your questions, and see if what we have is a good fit for you. Right now we're in a launch phase with this, so the pricing is lower than it will be in the future. So depending on when you see this video, the price may vary, but it should still be in that $1,000 to $2,500 range. If that sounds good to you, again, please feel free to reach out. If not, I hope this video was worthwhile to you regardless, gives you some ideas about some ways that you could follow up with people long term, so that even if they're not in the market for a transaction right now, you have the idea of what type of content to put in front of them in order to get the best results, so that when it does come time to sell, they're ready to do business with you. Again, Zach Hammer with Real Estate Growth Hackers. I hope you have a great day.